Do we have a quarterback controversy?
I don't think so. I think we got two good quarterbacks.
Has Tommy earned the right to play in every game from here on out?
I think that there's no doubt that the performances that he's put in means that he's good enough to play in the game and help us win. And I think we should treat that position like any other position.
Steve?
How are you kind of evaluating the quarterback situation in regards to Saturday? Do you know who you want to go with, or are you going to let those guys compete this week? How are you viewing it?
I'm going to keep it in-house because I don't want it to be advantage to the people that we're playing because they're such good opponents, and then we'll just kind of take it from there. You know, North Carolina State's outstanding football team, Coach Dorn, I really respect him. He does a fantastic job. And with it being a family weekend and an ESPN2 game at 7 o'clock in the Loud House, you know, we expect it to be wild and crazy in there. And, you know, those guys have a lot of work to do, and I don't want to make their job any easier.
Does Dungy being listed as the starter on the depth chart mean anything toward this weekend, or is it just kind of reflective of last weekend?
I think it's just kind of reflective of how things go.
Other questions? Matt?
Do you know in your coaching career, have you ever had this where you've had two guys who were fully capable of starting a game and winning?
Yeah. I was at the University of Arizona as offense coordinator. We had two quarterbacks. We rotated them every quarter, and I think we finished 12-1 and fourth in the country.
Steve?
Is a two-quarterback system something you would entertain?
Not sure.
What would be the challenge in playing two quarterbacks, or what would be the ease of it? I mean, what's different about that?
You know, the first thing is, you know, the quarterback is just like any other position. We play four wide receivers. We play 3 tailbacks. We rotate 6 or 7 offensive linemen, 4 defensive ends. We need to play more linebackers. But, you know, I understand the whole thing, but the really cool thing is our guys, all we care about is getting our 6th win. We should be talking about being 2-2 in the ACC. We should talk about we're right on the verge of doing something that hasn't been done in quite a while around here. And we really don't care out of our 107 sons who gets the credit. It's a family thing. We're going to handle it and go about our business. We're 1-0 in the second part of our season, and we're trying really hard to be 2-0.
Steve?
Do you know who's trotting out there first on Saturday, and does the team know?
I would say I'm not going to answer that.
Can I ask you this, another quarterback question? Is Ryan Finley the best one you're going to see this year?
That is a fantastic question. And right now, as far as the ACC is concerned, maybe. Because the kid from Clemson is really, really good. But traditionally, being consistently good, not occasional, it's Finley. He's proven year after year after year that he's been the best guy. And his throwing percentage is so high that you're envious of how well they throw the football. He's only been sacked 3 times, which means he doesn't get hit. And when someone's throwing for high numbers like that and they never get hit, that means they're going to be healthy for game after game after game. This is a really good football team. They had, I'm sure they're not happy with their performance, and they want to take it out on somebody. And we got to work really hard in our house to make sure we put our best foot forward so they don't take it out on us.
Josh and then Nate?
On Saturday, you kind of said Tommy, did some things well. I was curious after looking back at the film what you thought overall of his performance and what's the game.
He had a good performance. He did. And I thought that after going back through the tape that Eric played better than what people think he did. He had some drops and in some locations of some balls where I thought that the receivers should have been able to get to. And like I said Saturday, I mean, sometimes they get too much of the credit, sometimes they get too much of the blame. I think we're lucky to have both of them.
Nate?
As people are watching both quarterbacks, a lot of comments have come our way wondering if there's any lingering medical issues that are impacting Eric's performance out there.
Well, I'm not going to touch on that. He's been cleared by the medical people to go, and he's been out there performing, so.
Sure. But again, people are trying to understand if anything's bothering him, that even though he can still play through it, if it's impacting how he's able to play.
I can't speak on that topic because I'm not a medical person. They've cleared him, and he's out there performing.
Chris?
As of now, you said said that you were going to go back and check the tape this weekend. What trends did you notice between the differences in play calling on offense and defense headed into that later part of the fourth quarter?
There was no different trends. We called the exact same plays in the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. We don't change our offense based off of who our personnel is, because you have to understand that the other 10 guys are practicing the offense as well. And if you have a complete change, that means you're practicing two offenses, which means that you're not going to be as productive as you can be, and you're not going to have the efficiency that you need to have. So it's very difficult to do, just like it's very difficult for defenses to prepare for two quarterbacks that are different, because they have to split the reps that they normally would use on one quarterback during the week.
So what adjustments would you share? Was there any, there was the difference, was it an effort thing? What was the difference for you when you saw them going back?
I just thought there was more guys making plays out there.
Matt?
You know, now in year 3 here, and you know, on the verge of going to a bowl game, what does that mean to you to be able to be 1 win away and still have half the season to play?
It means we're not there yet. It means that we still have goals out there we're trying to reach, and we're not just we're trying to win our next game and go 1-0 this week. And if we do, it'll accomplish some things that we haven't accomplished around here in a long time. And our focus needs to be exactly that. It need not to change. We've been here before. We've been here every season, and we got ahead of ourselves. And our whole thing is to take it 1 week at a time.
John?
In looking at Eric and Tommy, and obviously by not announcing the starter rate so you don't allow NC State to prepare for a certain quarterback, what's different between them? What's different between Eric the quarterback and Tommy quarterback? What do they bring?
If I answered that question, then I would be answering it and I would be helping the opposition. So I would love to answer it for you, but I can't because all the cameras are on me.
Steve?
Coach, you mentioned, sorry. You can go. I'll wait. I'll wait.
You guys settle down. Game is Saturday.
How do you kind of treat the quarterback situation when you're addressing the team? Like, how transparent can you kind of be, and how important do you think it is for, you know, the receivers and the rest of the team just to kind of know what's going on?
Our family knows exactly what's going on. And if they have any questions, they always ask the same person.
You mentioned the wild atmosphere on Saturday that you're hoping for. 7 o'clock start against NC State. You got 5-2 against 5-1. It feels like a big game. Were you disappointed at all with the crowd this past weekend, the size of it, and you know, people leaving with 7 minutes to go? And you know, what would you say to those fans and how important they are and will be for a game like this on Saturday?
You know, to answer the first part of your question, I don't feel that. I mean, I'm really locked in and I'm doing a lot of stuff. And I want to be good at what I'm doing, so I'm really focused on what's going on. I did hear the band play Anchors Away, and since my dad's a Navy guy, I did notice that, which broke my focus, because I knew the words to that one. But outside of that, I'm really locked in on what's going on. You know, you would like for the fans to stay, but, you know, if they paid for their tickets, they have the right to decide and do what they want to do. You know, we got November elections coming up, and people are going to vote for whoever they want to vote for. That's the American way. You got to love our democratic society. So therefore, if you pay for the tickets, which is really good, that really helps us, you know, that's enough for me. But, you know, they probably got home and they probably wish they would have stayed because it ended up good for the home team, and it was a very, very exciting game.
Last 2 questions. Mark and Nate.
Just go back to Tommy and kind of what you've seen growth-wise out of him since from the beginning of the year. Like, he came in earlier in the year and he looked different this past Saturday, at least to me, confidence-wise. What do you think?
I think you're right in what you said. I think when you compare the very last time he went out there from the very first time he went out there this year, when some people were like, hey, you know, why do you say he's going to be good? He fumbled the ball, didn't get a drive, didn't move the football. See, he hasn't played in 2 years. He's got to get out there, the speed of the game. It's different. It's different practice. Practice speed and game speed's different. He had never been hit. Now he's been hit a couple of times. He got hit in the goal line, pulling the ball and turning, being a runner down there. And then, you know, lack of experience. He got baited by, it was a very advanced move, and he got baited and he bit. And now he'll remember that. You know, really, really good quarterbacks remember that, and it should never happen again. And that's the really cool thing, and that's the thing that you guys need to understand. about quarterback play. There's so many reps that you put into a quarterback, and you can't take those reps back, and they can only get it while they're out there. And, you know, it gives them an edge that they've seen it before, so they know what to do. And that's always good for an offense when you have somebody with a lot of experience that has seen things before and they know what to do. So I think that I'm really proud of where Tommy's at. I think he's working really hard. I think he's been extremely humble and team-oriented about everything that he's done, and I'm looking forward to his future with us.
Last question, Nate.
There have obviously been some high-profile situations like this recently within this conference, nationally, in last January, and 20 years ago with Tom Brady. What makes this such a difficult decision as a coach? I mean, what is difficult even the right word that you want to use?
I wouldn't use the word difficult. My thing is that you always, when you have children, you always want to be fair, okay? And you always want to be fair. When you're the leader of any organization or you're a leader of a football team, you got 107 sons. They're not stepsons. They're not strangers. They're not kids that play in another neighborhood around the corner. They're your sons, and you want to be fair. So that's the big thing, is just making sure that you're fair and you're always crystal clear with the family, that they know what's going on. So that's the part. It's not difficult.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.